Middle Tennessee's only primetime news. This is Fox-17 News at 9.
New tonight, Nashville's Juvenile Detention Center is a place everyone, of course, wishes sat empty tonight. But for those who end up there, there is a rare chance to turn their lives around.
In fact, the city goes to great lengths to keep the kids there from falling behind in school and from becoming career criminals. Fox-17 News' Alex Apple shows us why there is a sincere belief in rehabilitation.
This classroom right here might be one of the best in the entire city for helping kids that have struggled in school their whole lives, failed to connect with what they're learning. The surprise is where we're located.
You could be anything in this world. What would you want to be?
Herman Hicks is teaching here on his own time.
So is this young public defender?
The Bangor by Day teaches finance.
We're trying to make him a millionaire, and his debt to income is at 30%. Has he done a good job managing his money? Yes.
Financial education falls outside Metro School's core curriculum, but students here get it anyway.
My job is to take people from this level to this level.
Most of Hicks' students have struggled in school their entire life, felt disgruntled, even quit.
It's been very valuable because you still can graduate and get your diploma.
I didn't like school, so I just got more one-on-one attention here.
The doors to Hicks' classroom lock behind you, and that tells you
You got to have credit to get insurance.
It's inside the Juvenile Detention Center.
To see a student go from not being too interested in school to where they buy in and we get them on track for graduation or GED, that is the most rewarding part.
Inside Davidson County's detention center, everyone goes to school 7 hours a day. They pick up where they left off in metro schools, and a company called ChanceLight runs the classes.
What we really try to do is focus on the child rather than the charge.
That's the secret sauce. One-on-one plans that give the detainees more individualized education than most ever received on the outside. Antonio Bratcher runs the facility.
How hard is it to reach the kids that are in here?
I think very hard, because the majority of these kids already have been told that they're not going to be anything in life. They've already been told how dumb they are.
Children even graduate here. This 18-year-old credits this schooling with changing his life.
Yeah, I actually gained an interest in books here, and I ended up graduating from here because every book I read, it just kind of changed my mentality little by little. I just learned education is a better way to go.
That's enough to make any teacher smile. The realization that education is the better way to go than crime. Up again in just 2 minutes, part 2, where we ask one of the state's key education policymakers how it is possible that education inside the juvenile detention facility for some is better than what they've gotten on the outside. Plus, 3 detainees offers their testimony on how they have taken to education. In East Nashville, I'm Alex Apple, Fox-17 News, your Code Red station.
Continuing our coverage now on education in Davidson County's Juvenile Detention Center and how it's giving young people hope for turning their lives around.
Fox-17 News' Alex Apple back live in East Nashville. Why some children say they're getting a better education in juvenile detention than they were on the outside.
Well, Scott, students credit a connection that they never really felt to learning before. Now, there's no question there is power in being compelled to attend these classes, but even more so, there's power in not feeling like an outcast, but rather a source of somebody's hope. This student grew up around violence. He never felt a connection to his teachers or courses.
Yeah, I actually gained an interest in books here, and I ended up graduating from here.
As we transition upstairs,
Antonio Bratcher, who runs the juvenile detention facility, held a graduation for him this year, just as he'd have had on the outside.
that's where the one-on-one and helps them a lot, where when they really start seeing that, oh, okay, I can learn.
These two children should have been seniors at Metro high schools. They hated school.
It's a hard environment to learn in because it's like a whole lot of disruptions.
Now they face serious charges, but their hope is high.
Did I get you already?
Mr. Hicks asked the boy what he wanted to do in life.
Real estate.
Real estate. Now we talking.
We want to expose them to as much as possible so they can make the right decision.
Core classes mixed with electives, even fitness. A reason to have hope for Nashville's youth. But apathy toward school on the outside is a reason that this facility is nearly full. This shouldn't be the best education a child's ever received. But I'm curious what you think that says about us as a society and our system when the best education that some of these kids have ever gotten is in the juvenile detention center.
Sometimes those people that work in the juvenile system care more about those kids than some people in their families.
State Representative Vincent Dixie has more failing schools in his district than nearly anyone else. His worry is teachers are taught methods that have not changed as children have.
From the teachers that I've talked with, a lot of them said they didn't feel prepared to enter the workforce.
The detention center has 4 full-time teachers. 1 does special ed. In their lingo, they see children, not their charge.
I get a lot of one-on-one attention. I can work at my own speed.
Unfortunately, Davidson County's juvenile detention facility is unique. It's not actually a law that kids in detention receive any schooling at all. Some places don't offer it at all, which begs the question, can they say that they're offering any rehabilitation either? In East Nashville, I'm Alex Apple, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.